Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we got a fun one for you today. We've got this little slider down the bottom here. And it's working on our columns. I've just got 4 columns here. And it's revolving around. The column on the left is disappearing and it's reappearing on the right hand side there, as you can see. I'm using image modules here, so it's going to stop when I hover over it. We can pop it out into the lightbox. But you can use it for any modules you want. I've got it with some call to actions down here. Things like this are really going to get people's attention. And it'll work perfectly with images on laptop and tablet if I hit my F12 key. Here we have it on an iPad Air. Let's make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. It's going to roll around. You can hover over it, it'll stop. Or at least tap on it, it'll stop. You can pop it out into the lightbox. And here we are on iPhone 12. Again, let's make it normal size. It's going to roll around every 4 seconds. And you can tap on any of these and it'll pop it out into a little light box. Really nice little thing to have on your site. Really easy to do. A little bit of coding involved today, but as usual, I've done it all for you. So let's enable the visual builder and I'll show you how to build this. Let's go down and we'll get rid of what we've got here. Great, well I've got rid of that now. Let's add a new section. Little blue button to add a section. I'm going to use a regular section. Inside the section, I'm using 4 columns for this. That's the way I've written the code. And this would work great for logos and things like that, brand logos and stuff. But I'm going to use it for images for mine today. There's the image module. Pop one in. Choose whatever image you want. And you can choose here to either link it to somewhere, which is great, or you can pop it out into a lightbox, whichever you want to do. And if you were using icon modules, perhaps with a little title underneath, you could link it to whatever section you wanted to. Another use for it right there. I'm going to open mine in a lightbox today. We'll save that. Let's just clone it a couple of times or duplicate it with the little squares there. Drag one of them across, doesn't matter which one. They're all identical at this point. We'll go in there, switch out the image. Do exactly the same again. Obviously update the link if you want to. Like I say, I'm using the light boxes, so I don't need to do that with mine today. And one more. And we'll go and just flip that image. Perfect. Okay, well, I don't want any gaps in my row here. So that's very easily taken care of. We can go into the row itself, the green tab, go over to design and sizing, custom gutter width. To get rid of these gaps beside, these are called gutters. You can drag the gutter width all the way down to the left and they'll be touching just like that. Fantastic. Now, while we're in here, I also want to make this row full width. You don't have to, but I'm going to, so it rotates from one side to the other. To do that, width is just down below here. I'm going to slide that up to 100. I'm going to copy that, Control C. I'm going to paste it down below in the max width, Control V, or you can just type it in there. Now we've got 4 columns that stretch the width of our screen there. Perfect. Great, well, let's save that and let's apply our magic there. And like I say, I've written it for you. You'll find a link down below the video. If you click on it, it'll open up this PDF for you. Let's go back to our site here. I'm going to use a code module to do this today. I'm going to add it just down below in my section below here. I'm going to pop down below. I'm going to add another little row. Inside, I'm going to use a code module. Now, once you've got your code module open, go back to this PDF. You want to copy everything from the opening style tag here. Let's hit Control A to select everything. Control C to copy. We'll go back to our little code module. Just put your cursor in there. Control V to paste. We'll paste it in there. And it may look a bit daunting, but it's not. I've made notes if you want to go through it. There's really not much you've got to change to get this done today. Now there's one little line in there. It's right on the top of mine here, where it says file at the top there. That's actually a page break on the PDF here. If I roll down a bit, that's this page break. We don't need that, so you can delete that and it'll be in white writing up here. And at the top, between the style tag, the opening style tag and the closing style tag here, I've got some CSS. It's got a class name of revolver. We're going to need that, so I'm going to copy that without the dot, Control C. I'm having it display our row flex. I'm giving it a transform time of ½ a second between the time it disappears one and reappears one on this side. When we hover over it, it's going to stop animating. Now I've got mine set for 4 columns. If you wanted it for 3, you can make that 33%. The flex over here, or 6. Just divide 100 by the number of columns you want. I'll put that number in there. And there's one place down here that you need to change that in the translate, which is moving it across. You'd need to replace that with your new number 2 if you were going to make different amounts of columns. But I'm sticking to 4 here. I've got my timing set to 4 seconds, which is right there. 4,000. If you want to slow it down, you can do right there. And there's the ½ second transition time it's taking to match with our CSS transition there. Now to make this work, all we need to do is give that row that class name that we've just copied at the top, revolver. So let's save those changes. We'll go back into our row, green tab for the row. And you might notice on the back end here, you're not going to see this. You have to save it and exit before this is going to start rotating. So I've gone into the row, into the advanced, CSS IDs and classes, put it in the class name, not the ID. It will not work in the ID. You just paste that in there, revolver. Now if we save our changes, save draft or publish, we can exit the visual builder. Now we're on the front end. Every 4 seconds, it's going to start revolving. The one on the left is going to pop up on the right hand side. If we hover over it, it'll stop. We click on it, it'll pop out into a light box. Perfect. Just exactly what I wanted. And that is really eye-catching. If something like this happens on your site, it's going to get people's attention quickly. I know we're only looking at 4 things, but it's giving you the idea that is perhaps more going on there than there really is, and it's going to get your attention really quickly. Like I say, the link to this PDF will be down below. Just do exactly what I did today. Copy it, get rid of that bit of code that you'll find on the top there, file/C users. That's just where it was resided on the PC. Use a little code module. I tidied mine up before, so there was no gaps there. That's very easy to do. I'll just show you exactly how to do that. And if you're going to have more than one of these on the page, like I've done here, you'll need to update that code slightly. So let's just show you how to do both of those things. I'm going to re-enable the Visual Builder. And we'll tidy this one up by going into the section, the blue tab, taking away any padding, design, and spacing. Just put a 0 in the top. Hit the chain. We still got a bit there. That's obviously in the row. Green tab for the row. Exactly the same thing. Design, spacing, 0 in the top. And hit the chain. Hit the bottom. Remember, this doesn't animate on the back end here. You have to save and exit for it to work on the front end. Now, what I was saying about changing the code slightly, for these 4 rotating modules, got the code module just down below here. All I did was did exactly the same thing. I built the row with modules this time, with call to action modules. I'd probably hide this on mobile because it's too much information for that. But I just changed the class name of revolver to revolver 2. And everywhere there was a revolver, I just put a 2 after it. And there's one place down in our script right here on line 27 where I've done the same thing. So basically everywhere where you see revolver, just put a 2 on the end, or just change it slightly so it's unique. And you can have as many of these on the page as you want, and they won't interfere with one another when you hover over them. Great. So there you have it, guys. There's how to create a nice little rotating column for your Divi site. And there we have it. Really nice little eye-catching thing to have on your site. That's going to get people's attention quickly. As you can see, really easy to do. Hover over it, it's going to stop. We can pop it out into the light box. Fantastic. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.